Okay, don't know what I'm doing here. Hey everyone, this is TechHouse, and today I got another button shy game for you. I told you there are still a lot of games on the way, and today I will be playing through Tides by Mike Berg, which is a really relaxing and nice game. I actually do like it solo more than at a two-player count. So what we essentially do, oh, by the way, I don't have the production copy yet because, well, it's always sold out. When I'm looking, so I don't know if I will ever have it, but I just put some really nice matte sleeve on these, and they look pretty nice like this as well. So what we essentially do is we walk along a beach and we collect little shells and whatever we can find there, like little treasures from the ocean, so to speak. And then we are trying to make a few objects like picture frames, sculptures, and some stones, jars, and candle holders with the stuff we find on the beach. And in the two-player game, you just both walk along the same beach, so to speak, and pick up items. And in the solo version, you have an AI that does the same thing, and you are trying to get more points than the AI. You win the game when you have 50 points or more, and then the game ends. And that's pretty much the gist of the game. Let me just quickly set up the game and then show you how it works. And that is pretty much the setup of the game. So what's happening now is I will get 2 high tide cards. These are low tide cards, and on the other side we always have high tide. We never turn around cards in order to use them. We always need to use them the way we take them. And here we get 2 high tide cards at the beginning, and we can try to look which of these scoring cards we want to take. So low tide cards are the materials you need for crafting items. And high tide cards are the recipes for the items, so to speak. I mean, essentially these are like scoring cards, right? If you know point salad, it kind of does have a few similarities with point salads, because you either take a card that can help you get points, or you take cards that give you points, like the point cards. So it's kind of similar in that vein, but of course it's also a little bit different. So let's see. So we can already see like what's lying here, and we would maybe be able to get the wind chime at some point. That would give a lot of points. Even better would be the shark tooth here, right? Because there are 2 shark teeth here, and we can guarantee getting both of them, and that's 16 points at least. So that's not too bad. So I think I will discard the wind chime. I will discard everything here on the right, and I will keep that card over here. All right, and now the game starts. What happens now is it's always my turn in a solo game. I'm the first player, so I have the first player card here. And now we have the low tide, and in low tide I can either take a card, or I can score a set, which I can't do yet, or I can pass, do nothing. But I will definitely not do that. I will definitely take a card. I will take this card over here because there is a shark tooth here. So you always see like the items scattered on the beach here. That looks nice. But here you see them in like some kind of with iconography, so you can easier see what exactly is there. And here you can also see how many of each item can be found in the deck, and you see like 2 shark teeth are lying here, and there are only 3 in the deck, so we're doing pretty well here. This is the most valuable or the rarest item. And now the AI takes their turn. They always take the card on the very left, and then I will take the other shark tooth card, which is that one here, and then the AI will take the remaining one. Alright, and that was already low tide. Now for high tide, what we do is we deal out 4 cards again. Keep in mind that this is the solo play. It does work a little bit different when you're playing it at a 2-player count, right? So the gist of the game is still similar, but it just works a little bit different. Alright, and that is high tide now. So in high tide, I do the same thing. I only have 1 action now instead of 2, and I can either take a card or I can score a set. So the thing is that you see here for scoring a set, you see here that it says high, and here it says low. That means now it's high tide, so I can now score these sets here. In low tide, I would be able to score these. right? So I'm thinking about taking maybe another scoring card now. Then I would have 4 cards. I can have 6 cards at most. So, and then at low tide I can take 2 cards again. Then I would have 6 cards, and then I could score the shadow box at low tide. There are several reasons why I do that. First of all, on the other side of the tiny cottage here, there is a shark tooth. So if I could get that, then I could score even a higher amount here. And then also, it's just good to have another scoring card, because if I don't have any scoring cards anymore, that's kind of bad. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to take another scoring card. I will not take this one because I want the shark tooth on the other side. That's one thing that's done really nice in the game. So on the one side, let's see the tiny cottage here, for example. Down here, although that is the scoring card, you can't see which items are exactly on the low tide side. So if I don't take this, and I know the AI won't take this either this round, I will show you why in a minute, then this will be turned around to the low tide side after the high tide phase here, which grants each of us only one action anyway. So I know I can get another shark tooth, right? But also here the same thing. You have the items here and also here, but here up here you see what items you need for the scoring side. So you see like these X's here, and you see this is all you need here. So you do have lots more information than you might think at first. All right, so taking these would be an idea, because we could cycle through, get another shark tooth later on. Driftwood Planter would give us a little bit more variety. These are the 2 most common items here, up to 19 points, which is nice. 13 would also be not bad. So I might think of the Driftwood Planter. Also the shell art, I don't like the shell art too much. I think I will take the Driftwood Planter for now and just hope that we can get a few things for that. So I'll put that here. I'll put it below the shadow box because I will craft the shadow box first. And now it's the AI's turn. The AI will always discard the card on the very left, and then they will try to score. And then for that we turn around the first player card, and then we see all these scoring opportunities here. For the AI. That always takes a little while because we always need to score. We can only take use a card for one scoring, so we can't use the X for one scoring thing and then the 3 turquoise here for something else. We can only use it for one scoring opportunity, and we always need to score the highest. So we have 4 X's would not be nothing. 3 X's would be 4. 3 of these, well, 2 of these would be 4 as well. 1 of these would be 4 as well, and these wouldn't be anything. So, and then we will always take the most common one. So the more common one is the X here, for sure. That's more common than the turquoise thing. So we will, well, actually, and then we will have to score that. But then again, if we didn't do that, the AI could score twice. I think we will rather do that. We always want to try to score as much as we can for the AI. And here we have these 3 turquoise things. 2 of them would give 4 points, and that one would also give 4 points, or the 3 X's, so we could score twice. It doesn't really matter how we score, I guess. So we will just score both of them, and that would be 8 points. So these will then be discarded. And for this video, I will do it a little bit differently. I will put the points actually on screen instead of having like a little sheet of paper. I will just put the points here in the bottom right of the screen probably, and they should be able to see it. This is the first time I'm doing it, so I don't quite know yet how this will look like, but we'll see about that when I edit the video. All right, so, and that was that phase. So now we jump back to low tide. So we turn these around, shove them to the right here, and then we fill them up with 4 again. Okay, don't know what I'm doing here. All right, like this. Okay, so it's my turn again. I definitely want the shark tooth. And for the driftwood planter, we have 3 X's. We need at least 1, maybe even 3 more X's. So this would be pretty okay. Also, we need these blue diamond shaped ones here, but these are very common, so I think I would take the shell hanging then. So what I will do, I will take the tiny cottage, not the tiny cottage, but I will take this card here, then the AI will take the one on the very left, I will take the one with the 2 X's here, and the AI will take this one. All right, and that was already it. So you see I have 6 cards now, that's the maximum I can hold. So, but I will craft something now in the next phase. So as you can see, the AI has 8 points. I have 0. Whoever gets 50 points first wins the game. Alright, so it's my turn. I will not take a point card. Instead, I will score a set. We will score the shadow box here. And we will use 3 shark teeth for that. So we have one here, one there, and one there. That's the only shark teeth in the game. So we will discard the 3 shark teeth and also score the shadow box, which will give us 22 points, which is really not bad, to be honest. So it's now 22 to 8. So I'm doing okay at the moment. It's not easy to win against the AI because the AI can score a lot. Okay, and that was my turn in high tide, and now the AI will try to score again. Oh, and also discard the one on the very left here. Okay, so let's see what the AI can score. So 3 diamond ones, nothing. The one here, that would be 4 points, and that one would also be 4 points. So we would have 8 points here. That makes sense. All right, so we will discard these 2. And now the AI is at 16 points, which is not too bad for the AI. So you see that the AI is catching up to us. All right, so we will turn these around again and then put that one here. And now it's our turn. So I will definitely take cards. I will not score anything. You see here, for example, it's a little bit different. Here, you need exactly the same things at high and low tide, but low tide just gives less points. So you should almost always score at high tide, especially if the items are exactly the same. Okay, so what do we need? We could use these. We still need a few X's. We still need 4 X's at least, so we would have 2 there and 2 there. That could be possible. And we also need those diamonds. This one is not easy here actually, but yeah, let's take this one, I suppose. The AI will take this one, and then I will take this one here for the other axis, and the AI will take this one. Okay, so what we do now is, oops, not that one. That will stay back here. Now we will shuffle all cards, because we don't have any left in the draw deck. We will just shuffle these roughly, and then we will put them back here right here. Okay. So let's now put all cards here for high tide, like this. Now it's our turn. So I can't score anything at the moment, so I will just take another point card for sure, but I don't know which one. Well, is there anything we could score right now? Well, 2, 4, 6. We do have 6 of these axes, right? This would give us 10 points here. That wouldn't be too bad. And then we could maybe get more X's here even. So yeah, let's try that maybe, right? I think we should try that. So I'm going to take the driftwood sculpture for now. And the AI will discard this one here and try to score again. So you see the AI is constantly scoring. That is pretty tough. So it has 4 blue ones here. Instead, it could have also these, but then it would score these ones here. Well, no, it could score 5 points even. That's even better. So it will take these 2 pink ones here in order to score 5 points. And now the AI has 21 points. So it's only 1 point behind me. Yeah, I don't like that too much, to be honest. But okay, that's, I guess, the way it is. Okay, so we'll turn these around and put 2 new ones here. So I want X's, so I'm definitely going to take this one here, because 3, 5, 7, that would be 9. That's exactly what we need for these 15 points here. Alternatively, we could also go back here. 8 X's, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then take this one here. That would be better. Yeah. Oh no, I can't. Because the AI will definitely take the one on the very left, right? So I can't take these 2. If I take this one, the AI will take this one. But I think these 2 would be enough, these 2 X's. 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 8 here. That would be enough. So I will take this card here. Then the AI will take this card. And now I want to take another card, but I already have 6 cards here. So I will have to discard something. And I will have to discard the driftwood sculpture again. And I will take this one here. So 2, 4, now I have 6 cards, and the AI will take this one. It's going to be a very close game. It's going to be a very, very close game, because next round I will not be able to score because I don't have a scoring card left then. So that's going to be an issue. We might have a problem there. All right, so that's 4 cards right here. So I will definitely score now. So I will score the one on the very right here. It's high tide, that's great. So I need 4 of the blue ones, which I have here. The wind chime, so I will discard this one. And also 8 axes, which I have here. 2, 4, 6, 8, right? So I will discard all of that, and I will get 19 points. And that wasn't too bad, because that puts me at 41 points. So I need 9 more points. So if I can get, well, let's see what the AI scores. But just 9 more points, that is possible. I would have to score during high tide, probably, because I don't have the time to wait for another low tide thing again. Okay, so now it's the AI's turn. The AI will discard this one here, and then just try to score as much as possible. So 3 X's would be 4 points. These would also be 4. Can't score anything. Well, it can score the 1 shark tooth here, which is 10 points. That's 10 plus 4 points, right? Yeah, exactly. So that is 14 points. So the AI is at 35 points. This is definitely a little bit too close for comfort, but, well, that's the way it is, I suppose. All right, so let's turn all of these, whoops, back to the other side again, like this. Put this one there, and also here the first player marker. Okay, so I need to take 2 of these things here. Well, we don't know what kind of scoring cards will be there later on, but we should try to get something that makes somehow sense. Getting a shark tooth would make sense. 3 X's here isn't too bad either, probably, I think. And also then I think 3 of those don't grant any points, but maybe 3 of those would be possible here, right? So let's take, but we can't take both of them. But shark teeth there usually is something with a shark tooth. So let me take this one here now. Then the AI will take this one. Because with that one, the AI would only get 4 points. That's not enough to win. So that is important. And then I will take this one here, because with this one here, the AI could not really win either. Let me just check that here. Well, actually, it would get 8 points here, and with this one would be better. All right, so I'm going to take this one, the one I wanted to anyway, and the AI will then take this one. Because this way, the AI should not win during high tide. Okay, so not this one. I'm always doing the same mistake. And then let's shuffle the cards and hope that we get something good. Let's just hope, at least. All right, so that's high tide now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's hope there's a point card we can use. Oh, it doesn't look too good. It doesn't look good because, yes, there's a shark tooth there, but we can only score that during high tide. So that's not going to help us. We could score this one during low tide, but that's only 3 points. That's not enough. We need 9. There's nothing we can use for scoring. So this means that we will have to do it as follows. I will take the shadow box, and I will just hope that the AI will not score before me. Okay, and the AI will discard this one and try to score. And it will score. So it will score 4 points here and nothing here. So it will score only 4 points. This goes right here. And so the AI now has 39 points. So actually we're still doing okay. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay, so maybe we can somehow force the AI to take cards that don't score too much. So because for us it doesn't matter. We have 41 points. We can get 10 for sure. So it doesn't really matter what we take. We should just work on that the AI doesn't take too much. The AI has 39 points. So We don't want the AI to take this one probably. Maybe this one here, because that would be 6. That would be 4 points. I think that would work. If we take this one, the AI will then take this one. That should... Oh no, but that's a shark tooth. That would give it 10 points immediately. No, we can't do that. We definitely can't do that. So I would take the shark tooth one, because that's just too many points for the AI. Also because if we both score, then I will try to get the higher score here with the 16, so that is fine. Then the AI will take this one here. So now the AI is still at 4 points. Okay. And then let's see here. We probably want the AI to take this one here, I suppose. That would be another 4 points. That wouldn't be enough to win. So I think that should work fine. So that's what the AI will do. And now we have the high tide again. And let's see. So I will definitely now score my shark teeth, which is 2 here. So I will score these 2 shark teeth, which gives me 16 points. And that is pretty good, because now I'm at 57 points. This means I won, but let's see what the AI can do, right? So the AI will now discard this one, which doesn't matter anymore, and score as well. So it does have the X's, so 3 X's here, and this one here. This would be 4 points and another 4 points. Or maybe these 2 would be 4 points as well. So that's 8 points, no matter what the AI does. So the AI gets another 8 points and is now at 47 points. And that means we won the game, right? So we have 57 points and the AI 47. So we definitely won this game by 10 points. That's actually pretty good. Pretty good. So I was a little bit lucky here, but I think I played it quite well. And that is how you play the solo mode of Tides by Mike Berg. Another button shy game that I definitely enjoy. I need to be honest, this is not my most favorite solo game and also not my most favorite 2-player games. But it's still a very decent game. What this game does really well in comparison to other button shy games is that it's really relaxing, right? First of all, the theme is really nice. I like the theme. It does make sense. You're walking along the same beach, you're picking up items, and then during high tide, you can't pick up stuff, right? Of course, I mean, it's high tide. There's nothing to pick up. And then you use the time during high tide to either construct something or to think about what you could construct soon next time it's high tide. That would mean taking a point card, right? So the theme is really there, and when it's low tide again, then there are suddenly new items on the beach. Well, of course, because it was high tide and new things are being washed up on the shore. So thematically, this is really good. This is a really great theme. It really makes a whole lot of sense. I really like that. And it's also not only the theme is good and relaxing, but also the gameplay is quite relaxing, right? It's a set collection game in essence. So you take some of these beach cards, you just collect your beach cards, and you try to pair them up with specific conditions on the point cards here in order to score, just like you do it in point salad, for example. So this works really well. It's very relaxing, but that's also the thing. There is not a very much challenge here, right? So you try to just puzzle together your items, try to think, okay, what could I score? Especially when you play by yourself. Then it really becomes like a puzzle because you know which cards the AI is going to take, and I like that. Some other solo games already do the same thing, that you can kind of predict what the AI is going to do. Death Valley does that masterfully, and Tides does it really well as well. So it is a great game, but it's just not as gripping and as complex as the other games. But that's totally fine. That's not what it aspires to be. And what the game wants to do is be a relaxing and really thematic game, and that does it really well. So yeah, if you liked what you saw here, I can definitely suggest you getting the game. If you can't order it, which is very likely because I have never been able to order it because it's always sold out. I don't know if it will be reprinted at some point. Little hint to Button Shy Games, just in, just in case you want to make this available again. But if not, you can just do it the way I did. Just print out the cards. I always print out my games not double-sided. I print out the cheats separately. Then I cut them out separately, of course, and then I just put them above each other. You see this one I didn't cut perfectly, but that's fine. And then I take nice sleeves. I have these matte sleeves by Arcane Tinman because I really like those. I use them for all the games that I like the most. And then you just put them in here and then you can play. That is pretty simple to do. And as usual, I will try to put a link to the print and play files in the description as well, so you can print it out yourself if you would like to. And that concludes my playthrough of Tides. If you're still watching, thank you very much for doing so. I highly appreciate that, and I hope you enjoyed my little playthrough here. If that is the first of my videos you're watching, why don't you head over to my channel? I have lots more videos there, not only Button Shy Games, but also reviews, Kickstarter previews, unboxings, playthroughs of a lot of different games. There are quite a few series I'm working on right now, so there's a lot of stuff to discover, so I'd love to see you over there. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Alright, take care everyone, and cheers.